Hey everyone! So the global agency that I chose for this project was Digitas LBI, and here is their URL. It changes depending on what office you have selected. So right now I have the North American offices selected, so that's why it's in English and for the US. Their parent company is Publicis Group, which is a French company, so I could be butchering the name, I'm sorry. Their mission statement is that Digitas LBI is a global marketing and technology agency that transforms businesses for the digital age. Um, and so just a brief history of them. Digitas was a separate company from LBI, and they actually merged together in February of 2013. So they created this huge worldwide company. They have offices in 26 countries. They have 44 offices and employ over 7,000 people. Um, their specialization is that they're data and research driven. And some examples of their bigger name clients are Nissan, Delta Airlines, Whirlpool, and Buick. Um, and then some of their recent news from their Twitter. This is just the North American Twitter. Um, so it shows some of their agency awards, and just some advertising help, things like that. Oh, and then one really cool branding thing that they do is each of their offices around the world has a different like color or style of unicorn, which I thought was kind of unique. So this is showing all of their offices. So these are North America, that's Europe, Asia Pacific, and the Middle East. And you can see that they changed the style, which I think is really cool, looking at it from a global advertising perspective. So if you wanted to work here, there's a careers page, and you can just look at their open careers. You can sort by jobs or by cities, or if you just want to contact them, there's a button at the bottom where you can go, and it takes you to this form, and you can fill out all of your information. So their ad that I chose was from Nissan, for their Paris market, or France market, I guess. And this ad talks about how there's a problem with pollution in Paris, and that Nissan cars are the solution to combat that because they're electric. But people aren't really seeing the problem because they don't know really what energy is, because it's not really something you can like see. So they put energy in the sense of currency, and they created this cafe or coffee shop, where you had to create energy and then use that as currency, which I thought was really cool. And that ties into the concept in the book with different thinking patterns and intellectual styles, because it talks about the French having more of a philosophical style of thinking. And just to compare that to something, the US has more of a facts-based or evidence-based approach when it comes to thinking. And I thought this was really interesting because I went and I looked up Nissan car commercials for the United States, and they were all feature-based, talking about four-wheel drive, other things like that. So it shows those different thinking styles. And so my question for you all, it kind of builds on that different thinking styles, is how do people from different cultures, with their different thinking styles, how do you think that affects the first part of a campaign? So collecting data or collecting research, and then going further than that, how do you think those different thinking styles factor into what insights are developed while writing the creative brief? And I will post those questions below so they're a little bit more clear. Yeah, thank you.